So right now I'm actually in Tennessee. It's November, and today I'm going to see my cousin's baby. She was induced early this morning, and she got pregnant around the time that my first IVF cycle failed. So it's a very hard thing to watch. Someone have a baby at the time when you might have. And the emotions are so intense that I actually don't even want to feel them. I've been sort of suppressing them for a very long time, and it has nothing to do with my cousin. It just has to do with me seeing a progression of things that could have been, it could have been my journey, right? And it's not. So it's like a daily hell that we live in that people don't understand. You know, people think that, I don't actually know what people think, but this is every single day of our life that we have triggers and we have things hanging over our head. But this one's probably one of the most emotional things, and I love her dearly and I'm really happy for her, but I am suppressing every emotion inside of me because I just feel like if I let it out, it's just going to erupt, and I have to protect my family from that. Why do I have to protect them? Well, because today is not about me, it's about them, and I'm probably on the verge of a mental breakdown, but that's not the point, is it? It's not about me. Today is not about me, and I have to remember that. I can cry when I get home. So yeah, it's been interesting being back in Tennessee, being home, and going through a lot of emotions that I haven't been dealing with. And we'll see what happens today. Story of our lives. So I've just gone home after traveling for 30 hours from Tennessee to LA, back here to Australia. I've just arrived. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning, and oh my gosh, what a trip to do after being completely emotionally exhausted after seeing my cousin. So I know I had said that it was going to be all about her and I was going to stay strong, but that didn't happen. So when I went and saw my cousin in the hospital and she had her baby, I wept. Like, I tried so hard. It was like this thing that was like being suppressed, and then it started to overflow, and I couldn't stop it, and all of a sudden it just kind of poured out, and it happened a few times. It didn't happen once, and I realized as I was seeing this beautiful baby that I was allowing myself to experience some emotions that have been very suppressed, and one of those was hope. The other one was desire. I've been suppressing my hope and my desire. I haven't been suppressing grief. Grief has been there the whole time, and I couldn't help but show the grief. But in that moment of pure grief, I realized that being strong is not about always keeping it together and never showing any emotion and being strong for other people so they don't know what's going on in your life. And in that moment of sheer vulnerability, when I couldn't stop weeping in the hospital when my cousin had her beautiful baby girl, I realized that, strength is actually being vulnerable in front of those you love. Strength is showing that emotion. And I didn't feel it that way until this past week. Having the strength to be vulnerable in front of those that you love was harder than pretending that I was okay. And of course, sometimes we get burnt. You're not always safe with people. Sometimes you show vulnerability and those people turn it around and stab you in the back with it. And that's happened to all of us. But that's not a good way to live. To say, oh, I've been hurt once, I'm never going to be vulnerable again. I'm not going to show emotion again because someone burnt me. No. Being strong is still going forward with your life and still being vulnerable with people. And those emotions of desire and hope, wow, I buried those about 4 years ago. We're going on our 5th year of trying, and I've allowed hope to surface a couple of times, and it's burnt me, so I've buried it again really deeply. And I've talked about this before, where hope can be a bad thing in the sense of you just go, oh, I hope my life is going to get better, instead of saying, I am committed to making my life better. That's a totally different topic, but having hope is obviously necessary in this journey, and hope will allow you to keep going, because if you don't have hope, you just give up. And I've been there. This whole year I've been there. Sorry about that. The door slammed. Anyways, I need to push through today and get over this jet lag, but what a journey this has been. I wish you the best in yours. And just remember, you're not alone. I have to remind myself of that all the time, because honestly, I feel alone a lot. A lot. And it's a horrible feeling. Anyways, that's for another day. Bye.